This week our story is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, and I think you're really going to like this story. I would like you to open your Journeys book to page 373. At the top of the page, it says preview the topic, animal and human interactions. Animals help people do things every day. Some animals are trained to help people do their jobs. Farm animals help by providing things that some people eat and drink. Even pets at home are helpers. They help their owners by keeping them company. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type is a story about some farm animals that will not help their farmer. Go ahead and turn the page. This story is a humorous fiction story, which means it is made up and it is funny. It is meant to just entertain us. In this story, you're going to see a lot of silly things. So, meet the author, Doreen Cronin. Doreen Cronin's father used to tell her funny stories. Years later, she wrote Click, Clack, Moo. Her own story made her laugh, just like her father's had long ago. Meet the illustrator, Betsy Lewin. Betsy Lewin's pictures are in many books. She lives in New York with her husband and 2 cats. She says her cats don't type. And you're going to find more about why that's funny when we read the story. So, Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. What does Farmer Brown hear all day long? And why do you think that might be a problem? At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible! Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Why do you think Farmer Brown thinks it's impossible for his cows to type? Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Why do you think the cows write Farmer Brown a note? It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. How does Farmer Brown feel when the cows ask for electric blankets? And how can you tell? What clues in the story help you figure out the meaning of the word strike? Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Where are the cows typing their notes? How does Farmer Brown know the cows are busy at work when they're inside the barn? The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. That's what the note says. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Why do you think the cows were growing impatient with Farmer Brown? Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Why is Farmer Brown furious when the cows and hens won't give milk or eggs? How can you tell he is furious? Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Why do you think Farmer Brown asked Duck to bring the ultimatum to the cows? How do you predict the cows will respond to Farmer Brown's ultimatum? The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. Why can't the other animals understand what's being said at the meeting? All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door. Early the next morning, he handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. I wonder if they're going to do it. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Why did Farmer Brown decide to make a deal with the cows? Why do you think Farmer Brown wants the typewriter? The next morning, he got a note. Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. What do you predict Farmer Brown will do about the ducks' demand for a diving board? What details from the story make you think that? And then if you look at the last page, did Farmer Brown give in to the ducks? And how do you know? Spend some time reading the story and talking about the questions with someone in your family. Have a good day.